go. All right. Let's do this. So, here we go. Chop. Hey, Shalom, gente. Welcome to Bourbon Dojo. I am your scruffy blue coming at you today here from the indoor dojo. Welcome. Today, as you can see, as I'm prepping and I'm doing my thumbnail poses, we have Minor Case, and there's a little background story to this. It is a straight rye whiskey, 45% ABV, so it is 90 proof, and it's a sherry cask finish, right? You know, what can go wrong with a sherry cask finish, right, mi gente? So, backstory on this. Just getting into bourbons about 3 years ago now. Man, I had my fair share of going up the gambit, you know, starting with Maker's Mark, and then, you know, hitting up some Wild Turkey 101, some Evan Williams, Knob Creek, just normal regular Elijah Craig, Buffalo Trace, right? You know, so when I came across this rye whiskey sherry cask finish, it was the first finished whiskey that I've had, rye or bourbon. So I came across it. It had a pretty bottle. Look at that bottle, mi gente. You can tell I've already been working on it. But new to my journey, this was just like it opened my eyes to a whole different, you know, set, a whole different, you know, subset of brown water. And so I enjoyed it, right? I wasn't into mash bills or age statements. I was just trying to get my hands, get my palate into anything, you know, brown water, right? You know, so I think I was up in that Truckee region area of Tahoe, and I came across this at a Rally's, and it was like $50 or so, and I'm all like, you know what? It's gotta be good. Look at the bottle. So I got it, and sure enough, man, my palate had not had anything, like I said, finished. And it was tingly, and it was like, wow, this is great, you know. It was like kind of fruity. I enjoyed myself. I was like, wow, you know what? Great little bottle, right? So now here we are, 3 years later. I'm cruising through Costco, and Costco has this thing for $34.99. So $35 at Costco was my Minor Case, right? You know, and I'm all like, oh, okay, let me grab a bottle, because from what I remember, best stuff in the world. Now that my palate is acclimated to over 200 different bottles that I've tried, I get what barrel aging does to brown water, the different nuances of, you know, the full proof, the 115 proof, whatever, right? You know, I'm into this stuff, and so I crack it open just as so, right? I pour it just as so, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to do this review. Let me see exactly what this was again. And so, yep. So I do my nosings. What? I get this ethanol, a young ethanol. So again, 3 years ago, not really caring about age statements. There's nothing on here. Limestone Branch Distillery. There's no age statements. It says craft only. Their motto, they're at Minor Case. Minor Case Beams motto. So they're playing on the Beam's name. It's an uncle of an aunt of a cousin's brother's primo that, is a Beam somehow related. So this minor case Beam's motto is craft only the finest whiskey. Mi gente, after further research, with no mash bills, there is an age statement, and I think on their website it's aged 24 months. Wow, 24 months. That's a lot of months, mi gente. Until you divide that sucker down by 2 years, 12. It's a 2-year-old whiskey. So I was like, wow, okay. On the nose, I get the ethanol Band-Aid. I also get a kind of like an Odie, not Garfield Odie, but an oat grainy. There you go. I get a grainy nose, and there is a hint of a fruit. 3 years ago, I wasn't nosing anything. I was just pouring straight to the palate. Yeah, let's see what the ride is like, right? So it's an undistinguishable kind of red fruit on the nose. So 3 years later, being stunned kind of like with that nose, I'm like, okay. Now that I know what 2 years of age is, and how it influences, the nosing and the palate, I said, let me take this to the palate. And so I'm going to say Zan, cheers, salud. This face is all you need to know. Apologies, mi gente. If this is your go-to, hey, power to you. This is all of 2-year-old whiskey. The burn, it does. The sherry cask does give it a thin raspberry flavor. So if I have to say anything good about this, thin raspberry flavor, mi gente. If you like thin raspberry, with that medicinal Band-Aid and a very harsh 2-year-old whiskey burn, this is for you. This Limestone Branch Distillery Company, only the finest. Wonder what this is like being a 4 years, right? 6 years of age in the sherry. I'd be interested in that. Again, it's only 90 proof. I think, to take the edge off of it, that sherry cask does take some of the edge off of it, but this is a no-go, mi gente. Pretty bottle. If your wife needs a bottle, she can stick little novellas in there, some, flowers or whatever, arts and craftsy things, pencils, whatever. It's a beautiful bottle. Rule of thumb, and I think I'm going to put this on my thumbnail, my YouTube thumbnail. Rule of thumb, blues rule of thumb. If it has a pretty bottle, if it's 2 years old, and the third rule of thumb, aka strike, if it's more than it should be, this should be a $20 bottle. This should 21. I'll give them $21.95. I bought this, my original one had to have been for $45-50. This is on sale, Costco $35. It is a $20 bottle entry, and they should put, hey, beware, it's only 2 years here. I hammered this. I apologize. I usually don't hammer things, but again, I'm 3 years into this, And my expectations were like, man, let's go relive the past. My entry into it, 3 or 4 months into the bourbon, I really love this bottle. Revisiting it, I'm good. I wish it did take off nail polish, because at least it would get some use around here. All right, man. Hey, go love on somebody. Shalom. Do your thing. Be safe. Peace. I'm out.